Welcome in. It is day 235, and you're speaking to the Meeples Champion. And today we're going to be going over a classic game. It is a game that all of us have heard of. I think most of us have played. The game is Scrabble. Now, I am going to be going over my game based on my mother's copy that I wanted to bring here, but the box was beat up. It was like 70% duct tape at this point. So I'm going to be putting in a picture over here that will represent the game for everybody. Now, I think everybody knows the basics of the game. You get 7 tiles, you keep them in secret, you're slowly starting from the center, you're making words, you have to connect off of another one, make sure that what you put down is a valid word. If it touches multiple letters, you have to make sure that it's valid words. For every word or words that you create, you have to score each one separately. You have double letter, double word, triple words. You're trying your best to put together some crazy combinations for big points and see who wins. Personally, I used to play this a lot. It was one of my mother and I's favorite games to play together. She still brags to this day because she got me with like a 360 point word once. It was insane. I think the best hit I've ever had was like in a physical game, somewhere in the 180 range. It's a fun game. You can pull that one out really anytime as long as you're good with words. I'm a writer. I enjoy writing books. I write for fun all the time. I constantly am learning new words so that I can get into different mythologies or science type stuff for my writing. So for me, it's a really fun game because I know enough words to be able to compete on a different level. And my mom she just likes to win, so she'll find a way to know words. She knows all the ones worth lots of points. That being said, why don't we jump in and talk our 7 categories and see where this game lands for us today. When it comes to the art, the board is a classic. I mean, we're just going with basic Scrabble here on the roll, Lazy Susan board, and the box is a classic. And unlike other classics I've talked about, they still hold up. They do a good job. They grab the eye, and it's not like this game has fallen out. It's just making words. So for me, the art's actually a good art. I'll give it a thumbs up. Your components, so you get your Lazy Susan setup, which is great, and then you've got your little wooden tiles, and then you get your trays in plastic to hold all the tiles. They're all well put together. The one my mom has, while the box has gotten beaten up, all the pieces and the board have lasted for decades. Thumbs up. Your price. Scrabble can be a little bit all over the place. There's a lot of different types to get. There's a lot of different sizes to get. When I think the classic, I'm thinking a good size board here. The big size. It's probably about like, I don't know, 18 to 20 inches in both directions. And for me, that game's in that 40, maybe 50 range. It all depends on where you get it, when you get it, time of year. But you're getting a great game. If you like to do a game like that, it's worth its money. Thumbs up. Difficulty. It's the difficulty of your opponent or opponents. I always play Scrabble in 2-player form, but a lot of people like to play that in 3 or 4-player form. It's designed to go there. I love it 2-player. I think it's optimal that way. But for me, I think that Scrabble is a game that's all about the opponent you choose. So it's as difficult as you want to make it. But I think that this is one that hits for all ages, even 10-year-olds. Go play at your parents. Your parents aren't going to try to like crush you. I'm not going to let my daughter win when she starts to play games. I want her to earn a win, but I'm also not going to purposely crush her so she doesn't have fun. I'll make sure that when I see that she's definitely lost the game, I start to let her catch up so she feels like she's competing and she doesn't lose the fun of the games. And hopefully through time, she starts to figure out how to do it better, and I actually have to compete with her. But I think that's important. So a kid, you just need to have either other kids to face or a parent who understands that level. But for everybody above that, I think it's just about finding who matches up best with you so that you can have a good competitive match. Thumbs up. Replayability. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I pulled this game with my mom, my sisters. I think I played my wife, although she's not as good at facing me because she's initially from Mexico, so her native language is Spanish. So in word games, whether it's against each other or teaming, she's not usually as good English versus English, and I can't compete with her in Spanish because I don't know much. So that's not one we do much. But for my siblings, my sisters and my mom, we all used to play this over and over. We'd have a Saturday with nothing to do, and I'd play this game 3 or 4 times. It's a great game for replayability. Thumbs up. Keys to victory. You'd think just making a word wouldn't be a game that you could put keys to victory in, but there is. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to set yourself up for another word? Are you trying to make sure that you're wasting all the powerful letters early? So if you get one, you quickly get it out there and use it, score it, get it out of the way, and then try to use it again so that somebody else can't take advantage? Are you positioning so that, hey, the Q or the K or the X are in a line with triple word and double word scores? Or are you trying to make sure that they are not in those lines so that nobody can use them in another way against you? It's a game all about, I think a lot of people will play the game just thinking the most points they can make. But you don't need to make the most points if you make sure you're getting good points and you're preventing potential big points from your opponents. So I think there are plenty of keys to victory. Thumbs up. Unique. Really wanted to go all the way with this one, but you got bananagrams, you got boggle, you got hardcover, softcover. I mean, there are so many word games that it's just not even fair. So no, it's not unique. It's a great one. It's one of the oldest ones, and it's somehow still at the top of the bunch most of the time. But it's got to be a thumbs down. Overall, what do I think? If you're not into spelling, if you're not into those kind of word games, don't get this. Even to put it in your house for your family, you may not want to do that if you feel like they're going to love it, and then you're going to have a game that prevents you from getting to play with everybody. That being said, if you do like spelling games, if you have kids and you want them to learn up, or if you have friends and family who don't get into your bigger collection, and you're looking for a game you like that they might enjoy with you, Scrabble's a great pickup. Don't even try to, if somehow you haven't played it yet, just get it. You'll be fine with it. As long as you like a good spelling game, you're going to enjoy it. Well, it has been day 235, and we've been speaking about the game Scrabble. And you've been speaking to the Meeples champion. Like, share, subscribe, and check down below in the description. I'll be adding an Amazon link in case you want to get this game for your collection. Until next time, I'll talk to you tomorrow.